12:25 p.m. on this Saturday afternoon, September 13th, 2025. Boy, I tell you, um, wow, this month certainly has been quite a wild ride so far, and very weird. Okay. Oh, well, I guess. Okay, I guess we got this coming on. So, yeah, this is awesome. This is just going to be awesome. Unfortunately, I am dealing with a lot of bees right now. Um, but it appears as though we've got some rings that are trying to come out. Jeremy Vicious just posted a comment that I replied to. Awesome comment. To a previous video from yesterday, I believe. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to kind of expand on his comment just a little bit. I've got a lot of things going through my mind right now. But first and foremost, wow, that's kind of crazy looking here. Man, I literally have bees crawling on my phone and on my screen. But anyways, yeah, right up in here. So, last couple of days of August really set the stage for this month of September. And, well, of course, I have been recording a lot of weird stuff, including the object next to the sun. Once again, the colorations that have been taking place, of course, due to all of the activities that have also been taking place. Yeah, I should have made some food for these bees, and we have the butterfly that is flying up overhead, very high up there. So anyways, yeah, so we've had all of this kind of weird sky observations kicking off. All right, but now yesterday we seen everything that I showed that was kicking off. Okay, last night I did a introduction video. Get off of me. Landed right on my nose. An introduction video for yesterday evening's videos, in which it was done at night, and I was exclaiming how we were actually under quite a clear starry, well, under clear starry night skies. This morning we are overcast conditions, and we had a period of light showers. Nothing real heavy. We are still currently breaking free from that. Okay, so let's go just a little bit further, in which just a few days ago we had 2 mornings back to back in which we had record low temperatures on record. This week we are to be experiencing record high temperatures that are on record. We're supposed to be breaking these, just like we broke these morning lows. We are now to be breaking daytime highs. And they've been bringing up humidity. This morning they were talking about that we were under high humid conditions. At the time it was up around 60 degrees Fahrenheit. They are trying to change the narratives and definitions of humidity to now just being moisture, the amounts of moisture in the air, and removing part of the humidity equation and definition pertaining to heat, because that is what humidity is defined as, is heated up moisture that's in the air. It gives those sticky feelings, you know, and to where they brought about this false narratives with the heat indexes based on those opinionated feels like temperatures, which revolves around humidity. Yeah. You know, and even though we've got this kicking off, I'm not sure how well focused in we are, but, and, you know, if we're in fact seeing these rings, come on now, quit, guys. But, okay, so as this thing has sort of somewhat broke out, and even though highly filtered, you know, let's do this. Let's go ahead and zoom in, refocus, drop down that lighting. Okay, and I put the polarized sunglasses up here to the lens of the camera, and personally I'm not sure if I am seeing anything or not. So okay, tell you what I'm going to do. I got a feeling this is going to be kind of lengthy. Let's go ahead and look at this over here real quick. These bees are something else. So I am going to, thing is, I think they still have sugar water in this. Yeah, there's still sugar water in that, but they just will not leave me alone. So I guess I'm going to mix up a batch of hummingbird nectar, fill this up as soon as possible. But I would like to get any kind of colorations that I can. But these bees are just, they're becoming too meddlesome, if you will. Literally crawling all over me, my phone. Okay, I gotta go in. This is just, wow, too much. They followed me in here, and just as I shut off the recording, the siren kicked off. Wow. Yeah, they followed me in here. Hello. Get back. Go on out. Go, 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 go. See, I can literally push them right on out, and they'll leave me alone. That's when I shut this slider, the screen, and call it good. Alright, 12:45 p.m. I just came in from taking down the hummingbird feeder, and this bee right here literally rode my hat inside with me, and I just now got rid of them. But anyways, so, oh hey, how about that? So yeah, now I'm probably, and which I took the leftover nectar, and I just, yeah, you can see, keeping my fingers crossed that that'll attract them away from me, so I can focus on doing some proper recording here. And well, okay, so that's going on amongst our already heavily treated skies, okay, and oh, and it's continuing on up overhead, um, right here. Yippee skippy. We do have the colorations that is very apparent. Let me back off here and we'll dim down this lighting. Come on now. Huh. Okay. Get off of me. We can see that one as it's still departing. But anyways, so in my previous recording, in front of this recording, I attempt to show, or we attempt to get in tight on the sun and possibly to see the object through all of this yuck. Well, if you were paying close enough attention, it was there, but it seems as though it was further away from the light source. I mean, it's visible barely, but it's there. And again, I've got a bee crawling on the screen of my phone. Man, and this guy is like really leaving quite the trail. Look at that. And still, this one over here is still visible. Well, these bees just, yeah, won't leave me alone. Okay, so let's go ahead and once again we'll dim this lighting down. Peer back up overhead. Seeing whatever the camera will allow us to see. And oh wow, okay, we're going to have to divert our attention away from this. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll follow this line right here. Okay, some nice shadowing kicking off, but we're going to follow this right on down. Okay, and we're going to jump over to this streamer, the past one, and follow it all the way down as it goes all the way down back here. And then what do we have back here? Well, it was more significant, but there was lines. Oh, come on, seriously now. Just, what is it? What? Oh, yep, yep, I know, girl, I know. Ah, dang. This. I have never experienced anything like this with these bees before. Okay, and I'm thinking we're losing these colorations, but that's a heavy streamer though. Heavy streamer. Yeah, and I still have not mixed up a batch of hummingbird feeder or hummingbird nectar yet. Yeah, once again, I'm going to have to run for cover as I am being covered. And here, these are coming out a little bit stronger now. Um, we are back, yeah, okay. We are panned back all the way. Try to refocus again. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I hear you, girl. She's flying all around me. So, okay, well, I guess there's visually seeing a little bit here. Um, once again, even though we're dealing with a lot of cloud cover, a lot of heavy filtration, I wanna experiment with this once again. Um, let me grab my glasses. Okay, so I have been handling these glasses quite a little bit. Tried to wipe them off. Um, and I'm only going to be able to do this for a moment because once again I've got these bees crawling on my fingers because apparently I've got sugar on my fingers. Oh yeah, they're biting me now. I gotta go. I gotta go. Alright, the current time is 1 p.m. on this Saturday afternoon, September 13th, 2025. Um, yeah, not sure if there's any type of coloration stuff, but there's still that, I'll just say coronal glare or glow of a ring that typically will denote colorations are to be implied. But I have relocated myself because of the issue with the bees, but we have, appears like frequencies coming down through here. I'm not sure how visible any of this actually is. Because, yeah, massive difference in the skies from north to south. But yeah, so I'm walking through masses of, look at these gnats. Wow. Can you see them all? But anyways, okay, I am in the shade now. Yeah, I do believe that we are losing the rings as conditions are clearing But that's not to say that we won't have a reemergence of them at some other given point in time. And so anyways, yeah, I am currently waiting for a fresh batch of nectar to cool down. It's currently within the freezer. And that's why I'm down here at ground level, is to get away from those bees. They just got to be just too much of a nuisance. And there's not a whole heck of a lot to be seen. But I don't know. I've been hit by the recording bug, if you will. And yes, I am waiting. Where's that? Yeah. I'm waiting for this to clear up just a little bit more because, of course, I have intentions on capturing the object. And so I'm just kind of wasting a little bit of time. I'm still uploading content from yesterday. This is my first recording of today. But yeah, you can see possibly the division here. There's always like that divider line. But we were still, that might have been Jayhawk. It's still under quite milky conditions around the greater light. Yeah, I think that's Jayhawk. Yeah, I gotta say, that was quite an interesting feeding this morning when it came down to the cats. I should say kittens. Okay, I'm hearing an aircraft, a jet aircraft. Yeah. Where are you? Huh. Yeah, I'm thinking it's flying right through all this stuff. But anyways, yeah, now that this is getting so much brighter, let's go ahead and real quick try out our little experimentation. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I actually have a bee down here. And anyways, I have cleaned my lenses. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna try to target something else. Pardon me, I'm walking up a hill, okay? Oh. There's a small engine aircraft that's flying around out here. Should be, yeah, okay. Yeah, sure I'll capture it when it does come into viewing. Otherwise, we're going to once again attempt this, even though, yeah, I've got a bee down here buzzing around me. Unbelievable. Um, I'm going to go ahead and view a little ways around it, because that's where I was seeing it before, was actually further away, or so it appeared to be. So whether or not I'm quite certain that at some given point today we will have a clearing to where um, a good viewing of it will take place. So I'm going to walk back over here in the shade because, well, for some reason, well, no, the bee just keeps following me around. Did you see him? He just buzzed in front of the camera. uh, Come on now. All right, well, we'll go ahead and resume shortly. Look at how all this. See that? Look at that. And then all the way to the back. Yeah. All right. We'll go ahead and end it there and resume at a later hour. And as always, thank you for watching. Alrighty, we are back amongst the bees at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. And we're going to close this out for our recordings for this video. So anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Zooming in. Dimming down the lighting. You're going to have to wait, girl. It's coming. And we'll go ahead and go on up to this greater light here. And boom, there we go. Okay, and so, you know, when it comes down to this and a lot of my content throughout the history of my channel, well, you know, I have a lot of theories, including, you know, the time loop theory over on my secondary channel, Dragonfire Investigative Research. My own personal theory, if you will. But I don't like to consider myself as a conspiracy theorist, more so a conspiracy factualist, right? Because, well, and even though I do speak on a lot of theories, I understand the definitions to conspiracy, conspirators, conspire. You have to understand the original definitions. So basically, I'm just a theorist, but most generally, I am a conspiracy factualist. But I never want to be considered as being a Lloyd Boyd, because a Lloyd Boyd falls into the trap of conspiranoia. Okay? You don't want to fall victim to conspiranoia. And if you don't know what I'm referring to, well, you can click on that link. Yeah, it's a fun, interesting video to watch. One from one of my past favorite bands, just because of their unique style of rhythm and melody and whatnot. But well, if you want to go chasing down some rabbit holes, they provide a list within their music video of conspiranoia. Now leave off with that. We'll be back at some given point in time, but until then, take care. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. And we'll see you back here on this flip side of weird reality.